It's AFC Championship week. Broncos taking on the Patriots. Are we going to relive 2015? I sure hope so. Let's get into it now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Stiddy City. Welcome into the Third and Thirsty podcast. Your one pop stop for Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Kansas City, referee, and Taylor Swift free. AFC West banter. I'm Alex Bell, fan of the Denver Broncos. They are representing the AFC West in the AFC Championship game. To my left, they got Omar Rubio. I'm sorry.
Hammer.
We're going to go with Omar Rubio. He's fan of the Chargers. Again, they've been out of the playoffs for quite some time because Justin Herbert is their playoff quarterback, who is super duper dog shit. To my right, I got Edgar Larios. Geno Smith is their quarterback, so they've been out for even longer than that.
Is he still their quarterback?
So right now, unfortunately, yes.
Probably not.
Tell me next season? Probably not.
I sure doubt it. Let's get into this game. The Broncos taking on the Patriots for the AFC Championship game. I knew all season long that they'd be right here in this position. Probably not playing the Patriots. I don't know if I would have guessed that. You guys thought I was crazy. Like to say I told you so, but I think I probably said that on this pod quite a bit. So you guys are probably tired of hearing it, but I did tell you guys so. Unfortunately, Bo Nix will not be the quarterback for this game. It's going to be Jarrett Stidham. And again, I explained in the last episode that we just recorded, but I'm going to say it again. I don't normally wear sunglasses inside, and this is very different.
No, he's that type of guy. Don't believe him. He's that type of guy.
He's auditioning for part 4 of the Migos. So, Migos 4.
I don't know a single one of their songs, so I don't know if I'm going to make that cut. But I couldn't order the Stiddy jersey in time for this episode, so I'm wearing the Stiddy meme. Checking out the sunglasses and the old AirPod earbuds.
Yeah, they're not even AirPods. They're just like
these are before the AirPods. This is the
weird.
earbuds. So that explains my get up here. So let's get into the game. Omar, you saw the Patriots beat your Chargers here, wild card game. It was super expected because again, Justin Herbert was the quarterback. Anything stick out to that game that you think might be relevant for the Broncos coming up this week?
Yeah, definitely, especially because they've done it 2 weeks in a row with the turnovers and then their defense just playing solid. Honestly, they're not an overpowering defense. They just play solid defense overall, like across the board. And just their team overall is not, there's not like a weakness to it. There may not be so many strengths, but there's not a solid weakness where you could point at.
I think they have a really strong secondary, starting with Christian Gonzalez.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't have a bunch of strengths where you could be like, oh, this is what's driving the team.
Yeah.
I think it's just like they're a solid team overall, and they don't have weaknesses that you can exploit. So I feel like that's what they've been leaning on. That's what their coach has been harping on, and that's what's gotten them to this point. If I did have to point out to something that would maybe give them the edge, obviously apart from the whole quarterback situation with the Broncos that they got going, I'd say that their running game, not just the running game, but like the screen game to the running back, just the running backs overall. They do everything for them. They do the tough runs up the middle. They do the outside runs. They do the screen passes. They do the dump offs, and they get yards after those catches. It's not just a dump off and you get 2 yards. You get a dump off and you get 5 to 10 yards, and that's really big. You get those 5 yards on first down on a dump off. That's really hard to come back off as a defensive team to try to stop them on 2nd and 5. It just makes it that much harder. Not saying that the Broncos can't do it. They've been proving me wrong this whole offseason, as much as I want to talk about the Broncos, and I will keep talking about them. They've been holding true. But they did give up 117 yards last week to James Cook. So, which I kind of pointed at it the week before. Hey, and most of his runs did come in between the tackles. So that's what I was trying to say last week is that, hey, I think the place to attack is the middle. I think you got your 2 strong, really strong outside defenders, and the point to attack is the middle. They did that. They found some success. Obviously, it didn't win them the game for other reasons, but they found that success. So I think that the Patriots are going to keep trying to do that. Hey, the Vance Joseph, right? The defensive coordinator might take a look at that same film that I saw live or on a recording, but I think he might try to do the same thing. So it's going to be that cat and mouse game at that point.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Broncos really had trouble with the Bills' offensive line because the Bills' offensive line is huge. Unfortunately for the Broncos, the Patriots also have gigantic people on their offensive line that outweigh their defensive line pretty significantly. So if the Patriots do the same thing, which is just kind of bully up front and just kind of push people around, the Broncos could have some trouble with the Patriots. I mean, they got two really good running backs. There was Stevenson and Hendrickson, which, really wanted the Broncos to take Hendrickson there in the draft, but obviously didn't work out. But, they got a couple of guys there. Hendrickson obviously could burst off those long runs. I think he has, 8, 9, something like that, runs of over 50 yards this year, which is just crazy. So the Broncos definitely need to bottle that up. The defense didn't play well last year. Or excuse me, last year. I'm thinking you got me. Last week against the Bills. Cheers. So
Please do not leave me.
definitely need to pick that up. I mean, the one advantage that they did have on defense is obviously they're turning the ball over now. We talked about it in the last episode. They haven't been doing it all season. All of a sudden, these last couple of games, they've got a total of 7, I believe. So,
And the Patriots gave up some turnovers in this past game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at, man. Drake May, still not 100% sold on him playing these tough defenses. I mean, he's got a couple of wins against the Chargers and the Texans, so you got to give him that. But he hasn't looked great. He hasn't looked like a world beater. I mean, he's now fumbled it 6 times. He's lost the ball 3 times. And I think it's 3 interceptions total, 2 interceptions. So he's given the ball away.
Somewhere.
Yeah. And, the offense didn't look great against the Texans. Obviously, the Texans have a good defense, and it's a different defense than the Broncos. So I'm curious to see what Joseph's going to do. The Texans play a lot of zone. The Broncos play a lot of man. And the Broncos bring a lot of pressure, which you don't really want to do against Drake May. He has really good record or numbers against blitz. So I'm curious to see if Joseph just kind of switches it up a little bit and maybe only rushes 4 and drops back into coverage and plays a little bit more zone, especially since the Patriots have 2 wide receivers that are going to be tough covers for the Broncos. So it's hard to pick which one you want to put Surtain on, whether it's
Not just
Diggs,
2, bro. Go, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off. Finish your take.
whether it's Diggs or Booty. Booty's going to be a real tough cover for Ma. So I don't know if he wants to switch things up and maybe play a little bit more zone rather than rely so heavily on man. Go ahead.
There's also their tight end, Hunter Henry.
The Broncos have a lot of trouble with tight ends.
He's a beast. He's a beast because you never know what he's doing. He's a beast.
I never know what she's doing back there. Meatloaf.
No, but he's definitely like a two-way player. He's a hard blocker, and he's a really good receiver.
Yeah. No, he's a good player.
Yeah. So
Patriots are a good team, man. Definitely don't need to overlook them, especially given the quarterback situation. But I mean, the Broncos have a lot of trouble with tight ends. It's been that way all season. Last week, I think they gave up about 120 yards combined to Dawson, Knox, and Kincaid combined. So
Kincaid was a beast.
He always is, man. So the Broncos are going to have their hands full there. Again, that's why maybe some zone coverage will help out with that because, these last couple of weeks, Drake's had a little bit of trouble with zone. So we'll see what Vance does. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do on the defensive side of the ball for sure.
Edgar, any takes?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Honestly,
You already saw your team beat the Patriots this
Yeah.
I know. Give the
really hold
as
the
the-
Broncos
give the
down.
rocipy to beat them.
That's the only thing
fan of the team that only beat the Patriots out of the 3.
Edgar's like,
So
the
far.
Patriots are they don't know how to win.
So
I'm just kidding. But BS aside, Patriots they literally took a lot of the solid Raiders players from last year. Robert Spillane's playing out of the world. He played lights out with the Raiders last year. He's just keeping it going with the Patriots. Clavion Chaseon, we ended up picking him off the Jaguars. We didn't re-sign him, but he is balling with the Patriots as well. So that defense, Mike Vrabel has that defense very confident, very playing lights out. So this game is very exciting. Yeah, unfortunately, Bonus isn't playing, but it would have been very exciting seeing two quarterbacks coming out of the same draft, almost somewhat like the same team, like multiple different weapons on offense. Each player, I mean, one has good running backs, the other one has somewhat one good running back. I mean, RJ Harvey's good. I'm not gonna give him. I'm not gonna throw shade at him. But yeah, this game would have been super exciting, obviously. But I still think with Stidham, I still think he's not Bo Nix. No, he can't run. He can't do anything. But I think he still can stay alive in the pocket. I think he can deliver the ball to whatever weapon he needs to deliver. And the best example I can say is when he was with the Raiders a couple of years back, and we were playing against the Niners. That game was so exciting. Like Derek Carr was benched, and I was so mad because I was like, I had a jersey betted on this game, and we still lost. But honestly, I thought Stidham was just gonna blow it, and this game was so exciting. It came down to a field goal.
I think he threw for like 360 that game.
Yeah, it was.
The Raider in him is still saying Stiddy.
So like,
Stiddy.
it's not even just that. It's just like I feel. I mean, like let's be honest. I mean, he has a better team around him. He has a lot. He's like during that time, McDaniels was already gone. So, or actually, he wasn't gone. That was still the year before. But I feel like with now being in there, Sean Payton's like offense, I feel like he knows it. Like he may know not he may not have the experience out in the field, but I'm pretty sure he knows the ins and out of it.
Oh, he's been in the system for 3 years now.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, like this game's gonna come down to like the defense. Like it's been like it's honestly been for the Broncos the last couple of games is which defense can hold on the longest, which offense can make the least mistakes. Like you said, Drake May has been made during the playoffs. He hasn't really been what he was during the season. Like during the season, everybody was calling him, saying he was an MVP. Now he's kind of
He's actually
going.
playing some real defenses. So.
Yeah, so now it's kind of like he's coming back to like earth.
Chargers had a good defense.
I never said they didn't.
No, like yeah, he definitely even against the Chargers, like even like that game was definitely all defense game. Though unfortunately the Chargers just offense couldn't do enough to win that game.
Justin Herbert didn't.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like like I said, this game would have been exciting if both quarterbacks were playing, which fortunately not. But I still think that Stidham's going to make this game exciting. It's honestly going to come down, like I said, to the defense. I feel like if Broncos can control the running game, the Patriots running game, like they can stop it, like or at least not completely stop it, but at least control it. I think they can actually win this game. I think Drake May is not going to. I don't think Drake May can take this on his back and like kind of like drive down the team, or like I think Denver's defense will give him enough or make him making enough mistakes where he might like throw an interception or something.
Yeah, the Broncos are for sure going to have to win the turnover battle. You know?
That's the only way they can win this game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's the only way, but it's going to go a long way into helping. I have a lot more faith in Stidham than I guess most people around the country do. Looking at this game, the Patriots are 5.5 point favorites at this point now, I believe, which isn't a huge spread, but I think like 80% of the money or something is coming in on the Patriots now. So people don't know about Stidham. Sean Payton, when he came in, he made 3 moves on the first day of free agency. It was Powers, McGlinchey, and Stidham. And he signed Stidham for a 2-year deal, gave him $5 million a year, and then re-signed him when that deal was up. So Stidham's actually been in the system 1 year longer than Bo. That competition that they had when Bo got drafted, Stidham took the news pretty hard that he wasn't going to be the starter. A lot of people in Bronco country was upset about that, but like that just shows he's a competitor. He thought he won. He wants to be the starter. So this gives him a really good chance to become a starter in the league. I mean, no doubt about it. If he wins this game and then somehow, even if he just wins this game and then plays well in the Super Bowl, but maybe doesn't win, but best case scenario, wins. There's going to be a team out there that's desperate enough to go out and make a trade.
The Raiders.
Jets.
So.
The Jets.
It won't be the Raiders.
It's definitely going to be. I feel like it's going to be the Jets because obviously
Could be the Jets, especially if
Yeah.
it's the
No, I'm
Broncos.
just saying.
We don't want to
it's
get.
just
No, of course, I know.
That
But
would
to be honest
funny
with
if they
you,
let him go and then have to trade a first round pick for him to get him back. But it could be the Jets because
there's not many quarterbacks coming into the draft.
well, that and then also the Broncos and the
Jets
Jets have a
suck.
connection in the front office because
Truly,
the assistant GM for the Broncos
Yeah.
went over and is now the GM. So I don't know, but that could be a possibility later down the road that the Broncos could get a second, maybe even a first round pick for a guy that wins the Super Bowl. So I hope the best for Stidham. He's been like a hell of a trooper the last 3 years, and luckily the Broncos had to rely on him until now. He hasn't had a pass since week 18 of 2023 when he came in and finished up those last games while Russell Wilson was sitting on the bench.
Again, there's a reason for that.
Well, there's a reason for it. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
just saying. Yeah, there's a reason for it.
Yeah,
There's a reason
because-
for it.
yeah,
He
because-
didn't have to come back. You said they gave him a 2-year deal. He didn't have to come back for the third, but he decided to come back because maybe there wasn't anything out there for him. Not saying there wasn't.
No,
I'm just saying that there's a reason for it.
That's not true. I'm sure
There's a reason for it. But he didn't get any
Jarrett
starting.
if there was a 33 or 33rd or 34th team in the NFL, I'd be willing to bet he'd be a starter.
well, I'll tell you this much: before he actually went to Denver, Raiders were actually trying to resign him.
Right. And the Patriots were trying to sign him this year.
Yeah.
So,
So, like, I mean,
he's a very coveted player. I mean, he just has that connection with
I wouldn't.
Very
I'm actually not surprised that Patriots were trying to sign him. Like McDaniels loves him. He'll
They
he'll
draft
try to he's on the draft and they wouldn't. Takes him everywhere he
not saying
goes.
anything bad against him. I'm just saying that there's reasons.
Don't you talk shit about Jarrett Stidham.
He's a backup. Hey, he's a backup. He's a very good backup, but there's a reason he's a backup.
He's a backup, man.
Yeah.
And
As we know in the
obviously,
NFL,
much rather have Bo.
Yeah.
as we know in the NFL, that's what we need. And every team also needs a good backup because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there's
Situations
he's
like
a
this.
backup.
Yeah. Really happy
He's
that
a
we
backup.
have Stidham coming in instead of, I don't know. Gosh, I mean, I could probably think of a couple of different
Dude,
stars in the league.
I'm trying to think of the
I'd like
guy's
having
name.
Stidham over.
I'm trying to think of the guy's name who took over when Carr broke his leg. Oh fuck, man! He played in the CFL and he still couldn't win.
But, I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, if Jarrett Stidham was starting for the Texans last week, I don't know. Might be playing the Texans this week instead of the Patriots. I'd rather have Stidham over Geno Smith. That's for damn sure. And when it comes to a playoff game, I'd rather have Jarrett Stidham over Justin Herbert. So we'll see how Jarrett looks.
We'll see how that
Sunday.
tape goes after this week.
I have a lot of faith that Stiddy's going to play well. I don't think Sean Payton's going
I wouldn't go. I'll go as far as the Geno part, but the Herbert part.
Yeah, no,
I
I know. I'm stretching a little bit, but
You're stretching more than you can take at that point.
I'm not very flexible. So
You're like, that's the farthest I can go.
both physically and mentally, I don't flex much. We talked a little bit about in the last episode, but I think Stiddy's going to let it fly, man. I think Peyton's going to put him out there to let him fly too, because hold on, let me
I don't know
finish.
if that's the play, honestly.
I think it is a play because Sean Payton, again, what do I always say? He likes to win. He likes to be right. And he likes to be right about things that he especially puts his neck out there for. One he did was Stidham here this week saying, watch out.
Yeah.
He's not going to go out there and have Stidham just throw a bunch of checkdowns beyond the line of scrimmage. He's going to say, you know what, Stidham, go win us this game. We're kind of playing with house money at this point. I'm starting to, I don't know, man. I'm trying to kind of figure out how I'm going to feel how this game goes, if they win, obviously I'll be super pumped and excited that they're going to the Super Bowl, but it's more so about if they lose. Like, is it just going to be like, whatever, man? Like, they lost Bo Nix. Of course they lost. Or am I going to kick a hole through the TV? I don't know. We'll see.
You're probably
But it
kick
kind
a
of-
hole.
We already established that you don't have the flexibility to reach the TV, so
It's pretty low on this one.
I don't know. That's pretty high for you. The bar set low.
If I get a running jump, I might be able to get to it.
Maybe. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
That's
so,
true. It's true.
Goes.
But my point is, it kind of feels like we're playing with house money. So like,
Yeah.
it's kind of a
Yeah.
weird position to go into the AFC Championship game that you're hosting and saying, you know what, man, we got nothing to lose. Just go out there and lay it all on the line.
The only thing that I would say is that sucks. I feel the same way as a Chargers fan. That would suck for you as a Broncos fan. You not wasted, but you didn't take the opportunity to seize the defensive output that you guys have, like the defensive unit that you guys have to win a Super Bowl. Because who knows? Hey, your defense coordinator might get poached after this.
It's very likely that Vance Joseph leaves, but most of the talent
Yeah.
on the team is still going to be sticking around. So
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
Not too terribly concerned.
That's
about
true.
the
But
defense.
there could be somebody else that comes in, a little bit of a different scheme, or they elevate somebody else that's maybe not as good at making adjustments. You know, things happen. Things happen.
We'll see.
Things happen.
That's
But you guys, I'm just saying, I'm giving props to the team, the defensive unit that you guys have that is a Super Bowl caliber defense. That's what I'm saying about this. The Chargers, I had the same feeling that was a Super Bowl caliber defense for the Chargers, and I feel like they wasted the opportunity. I feel like that's kind of the same thing. Not saying that you guys won't have the opportunity next year as the Broncos, but
you act like they've already lost this game, man. We could definitely.
No, I'm just saying if they don't win this game, it is that you wasted that opportunity from that defense that's super caliber or Super Bowl caliber defense.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I was about to say the same thing, but I would have mumbled that hella crazy.
No, yeah, you get what I'm saying though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
one
I
player
understand
leaving.
I understand what the point you're trying to
Yeah.
make, but I just don't agree.
Yeah, but I'm
Because I
saying
think
one
the
player
defense will be
leaving
good
can make a
next year.
difference. Another player coming in that doesn't get it, or a coordinator that comes in that tries to change things a little bit might change the defense where it's not top tier. You might be coming down to that second tier.
I understand.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
You've said the same thing for the last like 5 minutes, dude. I get your point.
Okay.
I understand your point. I just don't know if I agree with it 100%. But I mean, whenever you're in the AFC Championship or a conference game, conference championship game, excuse me. I mean, these don't come around very often, right? Like you have to take advantage of it when it comes up. So regardless, I hope the Broncos are able to do it. I feel like they will be able to. You know, watching the Texans Patriots game, which I had to watch today because I just couldn't muster up the energy to watch it on Sunday after what happened above. I was just like, I don't even give a shit about football when Sunday rolled around. But watched it today. Goddamn, CJ Stroud sucks. First off, boy, he's terrible. But again, the Patriots didn't really blow me away. I don't think they look like a team that should come into Denver, just kick the shit out of the Broncos because Bo isn't there. I think it's going to be a very competitive game. And I'm really looking at players like Benito and Cooper to see if they could beat that offensive line because it looked kind of weak. I mean, Campbell, their rookie, he's been getting beat, not just yesterday, but quite a bit with his little T-Rex arms. I think Benito could have a really big game because, I mean, he had another one this week against the Bills with the strip sack. So I'll be looking at Benito for sure. And you know what? I think this is the week. Evan Ingram is going to have a big week. I've been talking about it all damn season, and this is
week
it.
One, week one, and week what? 19, 20,
right.
wherever we are.
Let me lay out my case for this one because this is, man, hey, this might be it.
So this might be the last one. If it doesn't come true,
Still going to say it next week if they win.
you chug a beer.
Next
Super Bowl
year.
for sure.
You gotta chug the beer.
I'll shotgun a beer on the podcast, which I
Bet.
really suck at doing, by the way. But I'm really good at drinking beer, except for when it comes to shotgunning one. So this week, the Patriots play a lot of man. Evan Ingram's really good at beating man coverage. And we don't know what's going to happen with the Broncos wide receiver room. I mean, Troy Franklin had the hamstring. Hamstrings are tough to come back from after 1 week.
Pat Bryant
had a concussion, which was his second in a month.
Oh,
He's definitely on the way.
You know, that could be another one. You know, so they just signed Brandon Johnson back to their team, their practice squad. That's not a good sign for one of them, at least.
Pat Bryant, I would think he wouldn't be playing.
I wouldn't think so either. Same with
I mean, sorry to say.
No, it's just two concussions in 1 month. That's tough to come back from.
Yeah, the math just adds up to where he won't be playing.
Elijah Moore will probably get elevated. So you'll have, Lil Jordan Humphrey, Marvin Mims, Cortland Sutton,
Lil Jordan.
and maybe Elijah Moore. But I mean, that leaves Evan Ingram could be a really big mismatch on whoever they have him playing man coverage. And one thing we haven't talked about at all yet is J.K. Dobbins got activated this week.
I did
So
see that.
he's coming off the IR. We'll see if he plays. I mean, it could, because it opens up a 3-week window. So you might as well, right?
Might as well.
Even if he doesn't play this week, he was on the side field last week getting some work in, and it looks like he was playing pretty well. Apparently, from what I'm seeing from people that are actually at the field again, we're not there. So even if he gets a jersey, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the wide or the running back room because McLaughlin's been playing pretty well. He was the one without a jersey most of the season when J.K. was there. So I don't know if they maybe bench Bidet and roll with McLaughlin, Dobbins, and Harvey. And I'd be surprised, one, if J.K. plays. I think it's starting to trend that maybe he'll get a jersey, but I know you want to jump in there. Just let me finish my point.
I haven't said anything.
I wouldn't expect J.K. Harvey to get more than, or I'm sorry, J.K. Harvey. J.K. Dobbins to get more than like 6-7 carries. He's not going to be a huge part of this game plan, is what I'm trying to say. I think if he does come back, I think it'd be more of a ramp up for the Super Bowl. Get him some gameplay, get some of that contact that you get during a game. But I hope I'm wrong because I mean, J.K. being back in the game would be huge. But I'm not trying to get my hopes up. Is what I'm trying to say. And I see you shaking your head. I'm
agreeing with you on most of this stuff that you're saying.
I feel like you were over there waiting, to be like, he's not going to rush for 150 yards. You're crazy.
No, I'm agreeing with most of the stuff that you're saying. That you're saying he's probably not going to play. I'm like, yeah, he's probably not going to play because it's tough to see. Why would you? I mean, he wants to get out there, but why would you want to put yourself out there if you're not 100%? To get yourself hurt again.
Well, I think he'd be 100%, but he's just getting back into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's at 100% yet. I think there was, like you said yourself, it was more of a tactic to get the other team to think about it.
No, I don't
at this
think
point.
That's it.
At this point, I think it is. I don't think he's going to play this week.
I think he'll. If he's on the team, if he gets activated, I don't think it's just to distract the other team or to distract the Patriots. I think it's because he will be part of the game plan. I just don't think he'll be let's get him 20 carries type part of the game plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that the only reason that they activated his window is to just kind of give him another thing, the Patriots thing to think about.
Could be.
I think they activated him because, like, worst case, to mess up with, I guess, make the Patriots thing. But I think it's more because if they do win, it makes them available for the Super Bowl. Because, I mean, it's 3 weeks?
They could have activated it next week, the week after.
Yeah. But I mean, at this point, it gives them like a lot sooner to come back.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt them at this.
We don't really know, but
at this point, and it only gives the opposition something to think about. So I think that's why they did it.
We'll see if he plays, man. It would be a huge boost, I think. Again, he's not going to be a 20 carry guy, but to ramp him up a little bit in case the Broncos do pull off this win and get him back for the Super Bowl would be huge, especially being that Bo won't be there. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, man, that pretty much covers what I had to say about the game. You guys have anything else that you want to add for the Broncos Patriots there?
No, I'm just like, I feel like this week finally we're gonna have where both games are like really good. Like, you know how this past weekend we thought maybe the Niners and Seahawks was gonna be probably good, or even Houston's and freaking Patriots. But I feel like this one, the Seahawks, and
The Rams.
the Rams, and obviously the Patriots.
Third time playing each other.
Patriots and Broncos. I feel like these two good defenses going at each other. The offenses will figure it out, but we're probably going to get a good weekend finally.
I hope so, man. I think it will be a couple of good games. It's the last weekend of the year where we get multiple games.
Yeah.
So,
You going to get into those picks now?
yeah, let's do it. So we'll do the Broncos game first, and then we'll do.
Are we
Pick
going
for
for
the
the Broncos game? Are we going pick and like prediction score prediction?
Yeah, let's
see
do
the
that.
scores.
NFC game. Let's just
Might as well do it too. It's
Yeah,
like 2 games.
Screw
Screw
it.
it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All
All
right.
right, start.
Go live.
Start with the Broncos and the Patriots. I'm going to start with it first. I still have confidence the Broncos are going to win this game, and it's because I just can't get off the Bronco train at this point. Been riding all season, and I really do believe that the team is talented enough to be able to overcome losing Bo. Obviously, losing Bo sucks. We talked about it. Not getting that Bo, Drake May, round one I think they're going to have multiple times throughout their career where they meet in
Should
the
be that-
playoffs, for sure. But
It's gonna be a new rivalry right there. Non-division rivalry.
no, yeah, for sure. So it's going to come down to a couple things. Obviously, I always talk about red zone, but the Broncos still have the best red zone defense in the league. The Patriots are kind of mid on both sides of the ball on offense and defense. So going to come down to the red zone. If the Broncos defense can come up with a few more stops that they did against the Bills outside of the turnovers, they're going to have to force some punts, which, I mean, if you look at the Patriots drive chart from their game against the Texans, there's a lot of 3-and-outs there. There's a lot of punts. So Broncos need to get back on that train, really control the clock with Stiddy, and I think they're going to be able to do so. So I don't think it's going to be an incredibly high-scoring game. I don't think it will be 33-30 like it was with the Bills. But I'm going to take the Broncos to win this game, and I'm going to take them to win, let's say 24-21.
Okay, took long enough for you to explain that, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's a big game. It's the AFC Championship game, man.
Every game is a big game in the NFL.
That's the Charger fans. I don't know the difference.
So, no, I agree with you. It's still going to be a close game because both defenses are really good, or one defense is really good, Broncos, and the other defense is good, really good. It's good. It's good. It's probably in the top third of the league, I would say.
Sure. I think they were the number 4 scoring defense this year.
Yeah. So both offense and defense, I would say, is top third of the league. So that just makes them an all-around good team. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me to pick because just that the Broncos have a really good defense, and you don't know what you're going to get from the offense, but the Patriots are just good all around. So I think that all around just good team is just going to be able to withstand.
Boy, after calling me out for taking too long to give a thing. Good Lord.
You went fucking like 5 minutes. I've gone a minute and I'm about to make my pick,
Right,
and you.
Y'all both taking for God damn.
No, I was gonna say that it's gonna be not as much a defensive game, but it's gonna be in the mid-20s, 27-24 Patriots.
Okay.
On a field goal.
Yeah.
I think
To win the game? Are you calling that?
Not to win the game. Maybe just Stiddy can't finish it out. Yeah. I'm not going to say to win the game. I'm not that confident on that. Or that the Patriots somehow, do something miraculous or intercept the ball as the Patriots are ready to score. But I think it's just going to be a tough game. It's going to be defensive minded at 27-24.
Okay. Edgar, what you got?
So, to be honest with you, I was really honestly thinking that Denver was going to end up winning this, but after you told me how many receivers are probably not going to play, that's very concerning. Stidham, I feel like he still has Cortland Sutton. I feel like he's going to be definitely his number 1 receiver, but
number 2, number 3.
So, Ingram's definitely going to have to be number 2. So you're probably going to be right this week.
Evan Ingram legacy.
Ingram. I said Ingram, but Ingram. Sorry, yeah.
Ingram legacy.
So I think this game is going to be very low scoring. I think it's going to come down to overtime again, and it's going to probably end up being a kick. The only thing is that I feel like I just really can't go. I don't know. I'm not confident enough to beat Denver as much as I was before, just because of the injuries, and not just because of Bo. I feel like if your receivers weren't as injured, I feel like Stidham would have been able to do so. But I feel like if Denver can stop that Patriots run, I feel like they can win that too. So, damn, I'm gonna end up going Patriots just because I feel like they have 2 really good running backs, and maybe you guys can stop one, but the other one is still good enough. But I still think this game can go either way. And I'm going to go 2017.
Okay.
With overtime field goal.
I also wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots got a little more, like a 21-10 31. Not crazy, but a little bit of a cushion. But I wouldn't be surprised, just because it's going to get to a point where you're going to put it on Stidham, maybe to try to catch up. And
Hey, well, I trust Stidham. I know you guys
no,
don't.
you do, but maybe.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like honestly,
I'm saying he's going to put him in a spot. Sorry, in a spot to lose the game. He just might not be able to win the game for them.
like I still think he can win this game. Obviously he still has Cortland Sutton. I think he's still a really good receiver. I just don't know. I mean, besides him, what Mims? I mean, I don't know who else is going to play. I mean, it's also during like the middle of the week, so we don't even know if anybody's going to be available by game day. So
Yeah, we'll see what the injury.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But if he ends up getting more weapons, I can honestly see Stidham doing enough to win this game. I can see the Denver's controlling the running game, but because I do see I do see Drake May making a lot of mistakes, especially with this defense. But if this running game can get loose, can start controlling the game, they can start running the game, running the ball, no problem, I guess. Yeah, Broncos are gonna have a long day.
Okay, well, we'll see. I guess we
got Denver losing this game.
Yeah, we're rolling with the Patriots. Well, these guys are. It'll make next week even better for me, I guess. Okay, let's go to
If
the
he
NFC,
shows up.
NFC side. We got the Rams and the Seahawks.
I think the Seahawks are gonna take this one. They've proven Seahawks. They've been proven what they've been about this whole year in the last 3 weeks. They've been playing everybody that they had played previously. They just put an exclamation point on each game and move on.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks too. I don't even know the score, but I think they'll be able to contain the Rams offense, which is really good. I mean, you got Stafford and then you got Nakua and Adams. I mean, they're just playing out of their mind. But
But that defense is
Honestly, the Rams, the offense, their Stafford is getting harassed the entire time. They're making a lot of mistakes. That defense is getting scored on insane. So I can see the Seahawks just winning this game.
After the defense for the Rams being honestly pretty good for the most part of the season, they've been getting after the quarterback. The defensive line had been harassing.
Yeah, mid-season
and out of nowhere, just done.
It was definitely injuries, but I mean, even then, but I honestly, they were my favorites to win the Super Bowl mid-season. I thought Stafford was playing out of the world. He is. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like during the playoffs, he's been making a lot of mistakes too. He's been having a lot of interceptions. I mean, yeah, they've been making up for it, which those are good teams when they make up for their mistakes. But yeah, he's been having a lot of mistakes during the playoffs. Still a good team. Still think that they're still capable of. But against the Seahawks, they've been playing lights out, especially against the Niners. I feel like this game is gonna be a very low scoring game, like they've been the last couple of times. I'm just gonna give a score. It's gonna be 15-12.
Damn, that's a good score.
That's way lower than I had. If I had to give a score, it's gonna be Seahawks 34 and the Rams 27.
The only reason I went low is because the last couple of games they've been pretty low scoring. I mean,
but again, it's the third time playing against each other, so they know each other very well. They know each other's weaknesses, and I think that
it's a divisional game.
Yeah, I think that the Seahawks' strengths outweigh the defense weaknesses for the Rams.
Yeah. We'll see. It'll be another good game. So that brings us to the Super Bowl. That's going to be, according to the Third Thursday podcast. Yeah, we all did. Okay. Yeah, for sure. So we got Seattle and the Patriots.
I'm going Seattle for sure.
Yeah, I think.
Seattle. Seattle. I feel is just too good on defense and offense. They don't shoot themselves in the foot. They don't turn the ball over.
They're good enough to score 41 points. Yeah, quarterback for 160 yards.
Exactly. They don't shoot. They don't put themselves in a position where they need to get themselves out of.
Yeah. No, I mean, solid team, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. This means that Raiders are gonna have to wait until February to sign their head coach. Just kidding.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
if he even wants to go there, and then you guys get the bottom of the barrel for waiting so long. So thank you.
Okay, well, I think that's
And
pretty
you
much
guys
it for
still
this
wouldn't
weekend.
win anything.
Anything else?
No, I think that covers it.
Okay, well, that makes it 17 days until Jarrett Stidham wins Bo Nix's first Super Bowl. Cheers.
What are we going to say next week?
Sam Darnold.